I know you've been doing the media circuit here, so we appreciate giving us a couple minutes to pop on over here and explain the deal from your guys' perspective.
Sure, no problem. I think that the hardest thing for us is that we sort of sat down and after the season talked to John Boggs about the parameters of a deal, and we realized that he was never going to sign long term in San Diego. Once we had that reality that this was the last season for him, it did come down to what is the best outcome for the long-term viability of the franchise, and we could do it now, or we could think about doing it in season, or we could never do it.
Right.
In season, there's tremendous risk. You never know what's going to happen. He gets off to a slow start. He gets injured. The market doesn't develop. Prince Fielder's out there also. Never doing it, we felt like just getting 2 draft picks is too risky. So it's a hard decision. He's a superstar player. A lot of times when you make a deal, you feel like you evaluate the player differently than the other team. I don't think that's the case at all. We think he's a superstar. They think he is too. We're just in a situation where we can't afford him. He had 1 year left, and we made the best of a situation that's not great, but we're very happy with the prospects we got back.
Obviously, you coming from the Red Sox organization, you knew these guys, and people in your organization knew these guys better than anybody else. So how did you identify that it was the right package?
As we did it, Casey Kelly was a guy we felt like had to be in the deal. As you guys know, obviously, finding quality starting pitching is so difficult, especially when you can't go out and spend a lot of money on it. So
right.
Getting a guy that we're confident there's a high probability he'll be in a rotation for a long time, that was essential. Anthony Rizzo is a big power-hitting first baseman that we like a lot. He played last year in Double-A at age 20, so he's going to come pretty quickly, we think. And, he's got outstanding makeup. And that was one thing I was apparently, Pat Gillick was sort of going through the Hall of Fame stuff earlier and talking about the value of makeup and
right.
I think that with this deal, all 3 kids we know from the draft we liked a lot, and that was a big part of it. Is that other teams did offer good packages. Boston was the best, but the comfort level we had with those players and knowing we're not going to have this kid show up day one and not feel like this is the makeup that's going to succeed in the big leagues, and that's a hard risk because, as you know, Jim, there's times you can make a deal and right away you feel like, oh wow, this is not the player I thought we were getting.
Right.
That risk is off the table in this deal for us, and that was a big part of the comfort level.